they can use them and process them.
So communities rely on libraries for reading and comfort and information. Has it changed much with technology?
Yes. We have the cloud library, which gives them access to ebooks and audiobooks, things that they didn't have access to before. They can come in, they can download them right to their phone. They've got them while they're working. They've got them on their drives. I think it's made it easier and more accessible to people.
Good. It's more accessible. Do you think that many people don't have internet access at their homes?
In our rural areas, I think there are a lot of people who don't have internet access or don't have reliable internet access. And they come in and they sit in our parking lot after hours. They download their stuff, they take it and they go home with it. And then they work on it from there because they don't have the access.
And how is the program in working with Ben, how has that helped you?
Oh, it's been wonderful because I don't have the proper way of teaching and explaining all of it to them. We have people who come in, they don't even know how to use their email. They don't know how to attach something to an email. They want to be able to talk with their grandkids and stuff who don't live in these little communities because they've had to move out. And that's wonderful. Being able to let a grandparent face to face with their grandkid that, maybe they haven't seen in a year because they can't get down to Massachusetts or Portland all the time.
Right. So a big part of our effort is to make technology accessible, but even more so to make people fluent in using technology. Ben, what's your role in terms of helping places like Casement Hospital, Library, and other communities?
Yeah, so part of our role, we work with the National Digital Equity Center, and through them we teach classes at Case Memorial Library, which have been very popular at Case Memorial. 3 to 6 participants in most of those classes, which is very popular for a small community. They're going to be promoting a Gmail and Google Drive class soon. In my role, I support the library, and I have been doing tech workshops at these libraries, and I hope to expand that service next year. But not only that, tech one-on-one services, that's something I'm piloting at Old Town Housing Authority and Deerville Pines, but I hope to expand to every library partner we have next year.
So, and Wendy, do you feel like your readers, your people who come in really want to learn and enjoying learning technology?
Yeah, because like I said, they don't have access to these classes.
Mm-hmm.
They are handed these new phones and they're not told all of the capabilities. That's a computer in your hand now. You can do everything with that.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to do anything with it. They know how to answer their phones. They can send a reply to a text. But when it comes to the simple things of being able to use your Google Drive, and all these other programs that are with it, and the joy that I get from some of our older people who are like, wow, I actually just did that. I sent pictures, and I was able to do this, and they're like, we couldn't before.
Yeah, yeah. And Jen, the Regional Planning Commission has broadband as one of its tenets. How do you think working with municipalities, what do you see some of the issues that they're facing?
They're facing, the smaller communities, they're facing connectivity issues overall, whereas some of the small communities, for instance, in the northern Penobscot region, having connectivity, looking for the BEAD program to come through the region to get them all connected. But when it comes to the comprehensive planning process, that's always a topic that comes up that is implemented into the comprehensive plan as something that they're hoping to move forward on for their future use.
Great. And several years ago, we did a regional comprehensive plan, and broadband was a top priority. Do you see that continuing?
I do. We are now on year 2 of a 2-year program with partnering with the Maine Connectivity Authority. Year 3 is coming up, and I foresee this happening for at least a couple of more years. As we move through the process, we've been checking off tasks and moving through the deliverables quite well, and it's very popular throughout the region.
And one of our goals was broadband for all, especially in these more rural communities. So Ben, what about in some of these smaller towns? Are they receptive? Are they cautious?
I would say that most of them are receptive to it, and to broadband. I was just up in Piscataquis County at Piscataquis County Regional Food Center, just in Dover, and some of the folks there, they're resistant to even being on the internet, and a lot of it is just having a critical conversation with them about the value of it, and then they're interested. And we have convinced folks to start subscribing to the internet, getting onto Spectrum or Charter, Spectrum or CCI or whoever. And then the other thing that's really great right now here in the state is there's Internet ASAP, which the state will be launching shortly, with low orbit satellite internet, which will bridge the gap between the short term and the long term.
Right. Well, our goal has been accessible, affordable, and reliable internet services. So I think we're achieving that, especially in our part of the state. So Wendy, it's Digital Inclusion Week. What's your closing statement to wish everybody a happy Digital Inclusion Week?
Well, I just hope that people use these programs a little bit more so that they can become digitally inclusive.
Great. Good. And there's exciting things happening in Kentucky with your library. And can you tell us what's the next step?
Well, we were one of the lucky ones to be awarded a grant through the state with the help of Senator Collins. We are building a brand new library.
Yes. I believe it was a congressional discretionary spending from Washington.
Yeah.
And with Senator Collins taking the lead and with Senator King. And it's $1 million?
Yeah, we got exactly what we asked for. And we're very excited.
And it's going to be a brand new library?
Brand new library from scratch.
Great. Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful for you and for the community.
Yeah.
So that's Digital Inclusion Week. Thank you very much.